Welcome to the 2021 NEA ESP Conference. You must be bold and brave and courageous and find a way to get in the way. When John Lewis said those words, he was challenging all of us to stand up for fairness and equity, justice and freedom. He could have been speaking to us on this very day. And he could have been talking about you, NEA's dynamic and dedicated, committed, and creative education support professionals. When the pandemic moved us to new learning environments, you got in the way and you made a way for our students. You improvised, you got creative, you worked within extremely challenging restrictions to feed our students and their families, and to keep school buildings and buses safe and clean. You supported virtual learning and you checked in with some of our most vulnerable students, for whom face-to-face interaction is so very critical. You have worked day in and day out to address so many of the inequities that have been fueled by systemic racism that lives within social systems that have woven together and compounded to create adverse impacts on the learning of far too many of our students. Most especially our Black and Brown and Indigenous students, our students living in underserved communities, and our students who live at the intersection between race and gender and sexual orientation. If anyone ever doubted that your work is critical, you have spent this entire year showing this entire nation the great value of what you do and the great sacrifices you make every single day for our students. You accept the deep level of responsibility that has been built on a legacy of more than 40 years of history of ESP member activism and leadership. You lead at every level of this association. You take on elected positions. You elevate your professions, and you advocate for our students all across this nation. I am so incredibly honored to lead alongside you as together we accept the profound trust that has been placed in us. During this virtual conference, you will have many opportunities to continue to advance your professional growth, and most importantly, care for each other's social and emotional well-being. Grounded in the NEA Leadership Competency Framework and the ESP Professional Growth Continuum, our sessions will generate important and timely conversations from racial and social justice and trauma to leadership and organizing. We're counting on you to transform these discussions into actions that will advance your professional practice and foster a better future for our students and for our professions. I look forward to seeing you from your home offices, your kitchens, your family rooms, your cars, or wherever you can connect online to the NEA ESP National Conference. Together, we will be bold, we will be courageous, and we will continue to get in the way of anything or anyone who stands in the way of respect for our colleagues or justice for our students. Thank you for joining us on this grand adventure.